How do you know if you're an INFJ? How do you know if one of the people around you is an INFJ? What does INFJ stand for? Well, the acronym stands for Introversion, Intuition, Feeling, and Judgment. This is a personality type which is considered the rarest out of the 16 Myers Briggs personality types and only makes up for about 1 to 3% of the world's population. Sometimes referred to as the advocate or the counselor, people with INFJ personalities are creative, gentle, and caring. What sets the INFJ apart is their ability to take their idealism and translate it into action. They are not daydreamers or philosophers, or just think about changing the world. They are capable of taking their values and using them to bring about positive and lasting change. Although we may think we know a lot about this personality type, it is in fact quite misunderstood. So let's explore some of the main traits of the INFJ personality type and find out if you're one of them. Number 1. Different wavelength. INFJs tend to feel like they cannot click with others due to the fact that most individuals are on a different wavelength than they are. Each personality type possesses a dominant function that is the core characteristic of each type. INFJ's dominant function is intuition. It is an individual's ability to subconsciously understand something without knowing how or why they know it. Since intuition works subconsciously, it can be described as a sort of psychic ability. However, INFJ typically have a difficult time explaining the sixth sense to other people, which leads them to feeling misunderstood or isolated. Number 2, the overly high expectations, but often procrastinate. People with this personality type often deal with constant fear of failure. They like to strive for perfection and to surpass the average capabilities of a regular individual. Because of this, INFJs tend to procrastinate a lot, as their subconscious needs to find absolute perfection in most everything. Realistically, they can do all these things without trying so hard, but criticisms tend to really get to them, washing out the positive feedback that they get. However, as they mature, they find it easier to release themselves from this need of perfection. They may allow themselves to make more mistakes and to focus on self-confidence in order to achieve remarkable results on their life goals. Number 3, highly perceptive of others. They are sensitive to the needs of others and are able to understand their emotional states and motivations in seconds. On the other hand, they themselves are hard to be understood, and it could be difficult if you're trying to understand someone as well as they understand you. They also use their intuition to dig deep below the surface of another's mind, which allows them to read your emotions and feelings very well. INFJs can often tell when someone's lying to them, or even when someone is lying to themselves. Number 4, absorb others' emotions. It's common for INFJ to absorb other people's emotions and interpret them as their own feelings. For example, if someone else around them is excited, they will often get excited as well. If someone is stressed or anxious, they may feel stressed or anxious too, feeling other people's emotions. Number 5, exude warmth and charm. Most of us find it difficult to tell strangers our biggest fears or personal secrets. This is not the case for INFJs, as they are such charming people that it's common for a stranger to readily share such information with them. They typically have an aura that makes others feel comfortable and at peace, and just about everyone enjoys being in their company. Not only are INFJs comfortably trustworthy and charming, but they are also wonderful. Number 6, INFJs value beauty and quality. These are the things that INFJs tend to find in just about everything. They simply prefer to be surrounded by sophistication and beauty, and are especially drawn to high-quality things such as good food, nice clothing, or anything of good craftsmanship. This is because beauty itself is a very inspiring and calming force to them, which is why most INFJs are minimalists. They would rather have a few nice things than a bunch of ordinary ones. Number 7, true introverted nature. Although INFJs are easy to socialize with, they are really just introverted individuals. They feel totally at peace with a rather small circle of trustworthy friends that are deserving of their love. Like most introverts, INFJs will also get overwhelmed and exhausted in large social gatherings or crowds. Even though they have the innate ability to strive in these social settings, they also need some alone time to relax and recharge. Number 8, create deep emotional intimacy. Most INFJs can seem reserved or shy in the presence of people they don't know. They are often perceived as mysterious or private, but in truth, they are quite relational. It just takes a little bit of time for them to open up and be themselves for the reason that they crave authentic connections and seek to trust people on a deeper level. This is because of their ability to empathize and have meaningful conversation. They can establish strong emotional bonds with people they trust. Number 9, sensitive to conflict. Conflicts tend to cause INFJ personality type to be very stressed out. They preferably strive to create harmonious relationships with the people close to them, and they desire to maintain those relationships in peace. When a conflict arises, it can physically disrupt their seemingly constant, optimistic nature. They will often have trouble sleeping or concentrating when they're thinking about a conflict that has to do with them or somebody they care about. It can even stress out their bodies to the point where they can get muscle aches, headaches, stomach pains, and other unwanted bodily disturbances. Of course, this does not mean that people with this personality type seek to avoid all conflict, but over time, INFJs learn to set healthy boundaries for conflicts while standing up for their own needs at the same time, and they do so with absolute understanding of others. Number 10. Work best alone or in small groups. Although INFJs get along very well with others, they often perform best when they work alone without any interference from others, or they may work with a few individuals whom they trust and have a similar insights to their own. While they are emotional and highly sensitive individuals, they also can be quite analytic and scientific as well. This is why they often enjoy a career associated with science research or technology. Number 11, intellectual thinker. They often find themselves thinking very deeply about their purpose in life and what makes everything in their life the way they are. INFJs enjoy reading, music, philosophical, and spiritual matters. They have a love for learning new things and to further expanding their knowledge and understanding of the world. Naturally, this is because of their need to understand such deep revelations. INFJs do not fall victim to trivial conversations or gossip. This is an extremely positive characteristic, but it also provides challenges of enjoying simple things such as watching a movie or having coffee with friends, as they often overthink them. Number 12, multilingual due to their introverted nature. INFJs typically spend their alone time engaging in their personal hobbies. Being so insightful provides for a vast expanse of creativity and is often accompanied by a great understanding of language. Nevertheless, they prefer writing over speaking because writing serves as an outlet that allows them to express their creative thoughts or ideas. Writing provides a sense of relaxation and peacefulness because it is a wider plane for releasing one's deepest thoughts. INFJs are often very talented and successful writers because of their ability to employ divine symbolism and intrigue in their writing. Number 13, future-focused willpower is a very important aspect of this personality type, as they will often do whatever they can to move closer to their goals. For example, if they're in a relationship that seems to be nowhere, or they're employed somewhere they don't like, or don't see a future in it, they will break off the relationship or quit their job. INFJs are very critical of past circumstances and prefer to live a life focused on the future. Number 14, gravitate towards people who need help. This personality type is able to see the good in other people. However, they often fall victim to the broken wing theory, as they believe they can rescue others. They usually find themselves gravitating towards people who need help due to their ability to compassionately help and heal others. This can be rewarding for INFJ personality types, but if boundaries get overstepped, it can also feel very stressful or frustrating to them. Number 15, focused on doing what's right. This is due to their loving and healing nature. INFJs often feel compelled to protect others and will stand up to bullies on another person's behalf. They will also focus on helping someone who is in a difficult position in life. Even if INFJs choose a career that doesn't involve helping others, they will probably donate money or find time to volunteer for charity. Since they also have a fear of being a bad person, it motivates them to do what they believe is right. Unlike every personality type out there, INFJs have both strengths and weaknesses, but understanding their characteristics can help others get along with them better. Of course, some of these traits are things many people can identify with. Hence, the best way to determine your personality type is to take a test developed by scientists. However, if you can relate to most of these signs, chances are good that you are an INFJ, the world's rarest personality type.